What's up, witches? It's Luna here with the reading of the new moon chart for September 25th, 2022. The new moon occurs at 5:54 p.m. on Sunday the 25th, and that's the Eastern time zone, so adjust for your time zone. If we look down at the element and modes graphs at the bottom right, we see a big difference, even though there's still a lot of aspects that were the same in my reading of the Libra ingress chart. We have a completely different chart signature. That chart had a Capricorn chart signature. This one, you see a predominance of air and mutability. This is Gemini chart signature. So a lot of mutable energy makes change available to us on this new moon, and that's a wonderful thing. Mutability is about endings as well. So, with the Libra ingress chart, we had the beginning of fall and the ending of summer. Libra being a cardinal sign, but this we had a cardinal chart signature then. Now we have a mutable chart signature. So while we're kicking off the new things with the new moon and the new season, we have mutability, which gives us the ability to adjust and to change and to flow into new things. We still have a really low score with water, so emotions are still on the low end, and that can be a good thing sometimes. But Gemini chart signature just also says communication is key, mental processes are key, and with the sun-moon conjunction in an air sign, the new beginning here on this new moon is about the intellect. And with Libra being a cardinal sign as well, it's about new ideas, but also about our social interactions. Libra is all about the social urge. With that new moon is ruled by Venus in Libra, and so we talk about having good times with friends, companionship, wanting to have a wonderful conversation with someone. We also talk about the more refined aspects of Venus, being an artistic sense, your sense of taste being refined. Now, unfortunately, oh my, we have this sun-moon conjunction opposed by Jupiter in Aries, and in a natal chart, first of all, Jupiter in Aries can be known as the pompous ass position, but opposing a sun moon in Libra like this, it can really talk about being bombastic and just kind of going overboard in social situations. And it can also, like I said, in a natal chart, could be absolutely atrocious taste, because Jupiter being ruled by Mars is just overboard, and the Libra conjunction would give you motivation to decorate and do things, but it would be horrendous. So don't redecorate anything during this, or if you do, please rein in what Jupiter makes you want to do. So we want to still be careful about our social interactions and being kind and not going overboard with those sorts of things. Mercury has retrograded back into Virgo on this new moon chart and is now conjuncting Venus. So Mercury-Venus conjunction is thinking about the things that we love to do, having beautiful thoughts, having kind thoughts. Venus brings sweetness and love. Mercury retrograding back into Virgo really can make us fall into worry and going over things again and again and again in our minds, picking things apart. So be aware of that, especially it's actually not opposing Jupiter now, so that's a very good thing. But Venus is still opposing Neptune, so we still have the ability to go way, way overboard as far as escaping into things that give us pleasure, so be very, very careful about that. Be careful with your money. I didn't say this on the other chart, but when we've got Neptune opposing Venus, we can just lose money in ways, whether we are hoodwinked or deluded, or we just want to spend money on escapist behaviors, and then we can go, oh my God, how did I spend that much money? So be very careful with your money on this aspect. We have Pluto trining this Venus-Mercury conjunction. So we can think extremely deeply here, and we can get very intense with our affections, and that can also make us go overboard because it's like, till the death with Pluto. And when we're trining Venus, it's like, I want to do things that I love you till the end and beyond. But just know that Pluto intensifies things. Even though it's a trine, it can still be uncomfortable. But this also gives us the ability to transform things, and that kind of started with the Libra ingress, talking about how we think and how we can restructure our thinking. Well, Pluto trining Mercury there on a Mercury retro, if you want to do spell work here to shift your thinking on something, this is the time to do it. That's for sure. Let's see what else. We're still under that Saturn Uranus square. I talk about that extensively on the Libra ingress chart, so I'm not going to go all into it now. But again, it's that push and pull between the traditional and the new. Uranus has the upper hand here because it's ruling Saturn, so we really are strongly, we're feeling restless about things. We're feeling like the old needs to change, and the Mars trining Saturn gives us the motivation and impetus to change that on a mental level, with Mars being in Gemini. Let's see if we've got any more to say about this. I think that's as far as I'm going to go. Just doing verbal spells, writing poetry, with a Mercury Venus conjunction and Neptune playing in there too. We can write things, do some journaling, some stream of consciousness stuff that might help us work some things out mentally. But I think the big takeaway with this chart is that strong Gemini chart signature and mutability, giving us the ability to end things that need to be ended and to move through the change. So moving from this summer into fall, take advantage of that mutability. Look at what needs to be changed, what you need to say goodbye to, how you can restructure your thinking and address old calcified ways of thinking, and look at how you can transform thoughts with that Pluto Mercury retro trine. All right, you guys, let me know what you thought of this. It's a shorty because I did more of a longie on the Libra ingress chart, and so much was similar. So let me know what you think below. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I will see you again soon, and until then, this is Luna. Blessed be.